It's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the sunshine. State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Tonight we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the Washington football team and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Taken at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Throwing on first down. Monk, and incomplete to open things up. Johnson the intended target, and it's second down. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Taken in at the 22. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. On third down, Howell. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Howell. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Howell. And he's got Booker. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off play action. Howell. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 12-yard line.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage, because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off, and then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Take it in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 3 catches, 53 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Off the play fake. Monk. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now a dump off here complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Nothing our score after 1. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On 1st down, Howell. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Monk. Eluding the pressure right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's their cornerback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Howell. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
To throw on 3rd down. Howell. He's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hockenson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Again, he'll drop to throw. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Or it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On 1st and 10, Monk flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jalen Smith in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Monk. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. 2nd and 6. Off play action. Howell. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right, and this is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Back to throw. Howell escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. This is White on the screen. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So we've hit the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Howell forced out to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL.
Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that is caught, but the bank judge right there to say incomplete. Unsuccessful pass on third down, but at least you got 3 points here in your hip pocket.
Yeah, and I would take it from my hip pocket and put it right on the shoe of my kicker and go get those 3 points. This isn't even a discussion to me. This is a chance to take the lead after a good drive. Do it.
On fourth down, Howell. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Fournette is in trouble, and he goes down to the end zone. 2 points, that's a safety. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Throwing on first down. Howell got a man. It's Patterson, complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Looking to throw. Howell firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's brought down. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Well, like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Back to throw. Howell. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Howell. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Looking to throw. Monk. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Eluding the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jalen Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And we'll see what he can do on the return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
So here is Washington now to take over.
Trying to erase the memory of last week when they dropped one to the Minnesota Vikings. They're in the driver's seat right now with the lead. On 1st down, Howell. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Howell. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake. Howell. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. 7-yard line. Joe Tryon. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. Shreds the tackle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Hooked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
On 1st and 10, Monk looking left side, and he's got a man. That's White. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A good pickup there on 1st as a screen pass gets him 8. To throw on 2nd down. Monk. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Monk. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 2nd down and 3. Looking to throw. Monk. That's complete to White. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
We'll check on his status when we get back. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Throw number 1 for the backup QB. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk. Over what to do next. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Far. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 32.
And the Bucs are right back in this football game.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Yeah, we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. And it's incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
From the gun on 3rd down. Monk looking downfield for Godwin. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Point after try forthcoming. And this is back to a 5-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. So the onside kick will come with 17 seconds to play.
And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it.
Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. But he will not be able goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback